This writing prompt comes from user BunnyTob on Reddit writing prompts. You were a necromancer. Were because you forgot to create a contingency for your death. Nobody believes you've actually been slain for good, though, and everybody is running themselves ragged trying to find where you resurrected. Watching from the afterlife, you must admit, it's pretty funny. The only story on this one so far comes from user Saint of Silicon. Death comes for all, and I was no exception. Even the best necromancers die, eventually. My death was a bit more embarrassing, though. Usually, it takes more than one effort to kill one of us. After all, we specialize in animating the dead, so it stands to reason we would have contingencies for ourselves. Except I didn't. When I died for real. I had the contingencies on the to-do list, but the assassin spoiled everything. I was in my pajama robes, which were comfortable but not particularly good protection. A man in a black suit and a gritty look in his eye. It was over in a flash, a knife in my eye. I hope the pajamas survived at least. I departed the world that night, but the people who hunt my kind did not know that. I went through the orientation of my afterlife, and I learned I could observe events in the real world. Out of curiosity, I looked at what my killer and his friends were up to, only to find them panicking. A team of magical forensic specialists had descended upon the cave system I lived in. They were intent on finding my backup body or bodies, or a lead on which direction they were. They used the traces of my spirit in my corpse for tracking spells. I don't know how many super high level detect magic spells go off. They found the corpses I was experimenting with, and my goodness, did they give them a lot of attention. They had killed many necromancers, and I guess that they expected me to be far more clever and devious than I actually was. After watching them spend more money on advanced spell components than I had ever seen in my life, they accepted that I was not hiding in some secret compartment. But their search did not end. Rather than reach the true conclusion of my incompetence, they assumed I had access to magic that they did not understand. Word spread about a necromancer, powerful enough to defeat the best diviners in the world. A fever swept the countryside as people scoured the land. There were hilariously many false positives, as farmers who knew nothing of magic concluded that they felt my presence in caves. But the organization that killed me responded to each lead with significant effort and attention, revealing little more than bat guano. I became a legend, a folk villain. Parents told their children that if they did not behave, I would take them away and use their bodies as puppets. My legend grew so significant that people searching for me actually turned up a few genuine necromancers. But still, I eluded them. The cagey genius who might still one day unmake the world, if given a chance. I wondered if they would ever accept the truth. After years of hunting me, I think they were all too committed to the idea of me as a super necromancer to ever question the assertion. If only they could appreciate how many tears they caused me to shed in laughter.